Hello, my name is Sarah Bousfield. I am a graduate student at the University of Central Florida. This past summer, I had the amazing opportunity to do some experimental archaeology at a site known as Palmetto Junction in the Turks and Caicos Islands. This site was believed to have been occupied from the period of around 1320 to 1480 CE. It was home to the Taino Lucayan people, who are also found in Hispaniola, among other places. This settlement is undergoing a change in interpretation, but it is believed to have been a feasting center where some of the more wealthier or higher class Taino Lucayan people would gather. The professor that I went with believes that this site was a place where Taino Lucayan leaders from different islands could meet and gather and talk together based off of the large number of hutia bones that we have found and the large earth oven that we excavated. I had the amazing opportunity to use some of my background in historic foodways to recreate and then attempt to cook on a replica of the earth oven that we excavated. I'd like to take you along to show you exactly what we did and how we did it. Today we are doing some experimental archaeology here at the site Palmetto Junction, an archaeological site on Providenciales in the Turks and Caicos Islands. The site that we've been excavating has an earthen oven, which is believed to have been used to process and prepare cassava, manioc, and other tubers and root vegetables, which was one of the staples of the Taino Lucayan diet here on the islands. As you can see behind me, there's also a lot of water. These people had access to a variety of different marine environments that they could access and different ecosystems that they could utilize. And we've been finding evidence of both the processing of these tubers as well as use of corals and as well as different varieties of protein such as conch, and we believe that they may have been cooked on an earthen oven just like this. So today we are going to attempt to process and prepare and then consume some of the descendants of the manioc that was served here 700 years ago, yucca. Hi, so now that we have the fire lit and it is a giant inferno, we're going to cook some weenies and utilize all that flame. And then once it dies down, then we're going to take out our cassava. We're going to put it on the charcoal and let it roast. And yeah, we totally should have brought marshmallows. One of the most dangerous aspects of this entire project was working around the fire itself. While we were all laughing and enjoying the fact that we were roasting hot dogs in the middle of an archaeological dig, we were working with real fire, and given the location of the earth oven being on the Salina, there was so much wind and it constantly changed directions that you had to be really careful about where you stood. This meant that I wound up wearing safety glasses because I had to be so close to the fire for the majority of the time I was working on the oven. So now that the fire has started dying down, we've started placing the cassava next to the charcoal. We originally started putting it on the charcoal, but then we noticed that it was starting to catch on fire. So we quickly removed it to the hot stones that are bordering the earth oven, and they seem to be roasting quite consistently.
And the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's so nice. Good, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. It's steamy. It's hot. It's very hot. Yeah, I can see where it still would be undercooked, but at least this side's done.
Yeah, I think it's all right. Who's got a clean knife?
I have an unused knife.
This side's still smoking, so hang on.
I've not put it to use yet.
Right.
Shit!
What?
That's still on fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be perfect.
So following the processing and tasting of the yucca tubers, we did put out the flames on the earth oven, covered it up to protect our site, and went back to the resort. Not one to waste food, I did turn the leftover roots into a soup later that evening for the dig crew to sample, and it went over very well.